Welcome
to the Sunday Stroll.
Hi people, this is dancentral, and we're back for the second official episode of the Sunday Stroll. Funnily enough, there was no wind until I started recording, and now suddenly the wind's picked up, and now I'm finding it difficult to even hear myself talk. So I hope you can hear me. Other than that, you can probably see as well, it's a beautiful day. Sun's out, and what do I choose to wear? A black leather jacket. Well done, Dan. Just absorb all the heat, why don't you? This week's topic, which I'd love for all of you guys to continue to get involved in, which you have been doing. The first episode, loads of you got involved, which was absolutely fantastic. We loved hearing all your comments and everything, and seeing what you thought of the different topics and the the idea in general. So thank you ever so much to all of you guys that did get involved. And this week, the topic is going to be talking about the PC games that you enjoyed playing when you were growing up. So the games that you grew up with, that you've got fond memories of, that you think back on now and you think, oh, that was such a good game. I absolutely love that game. Why did you enjoy it? And what were they?
Hello everyone, Shockz16. Welcome to the Sunday Stroll. Question of the week. PC games that you either grew up with or have a nostalgic memory, something like that. Something about PC games anyway. Memories of PC games. Basically, I don't really talk enough about PC games over on my channel. I talk a lot about games, but not PC ones. But yeah, I do have fond memories for quite a lot of PC games.
Hi there guys, welcome to a very wet, damp, miserable Sunday stroll. So the question of the day is what PC games did you play when you were younger? Now, there's one type of game I used to play, one type of game I still play now. For games, for me, is mainly consoles, if the truth be known. Back in the day, I did play the old sort of Elite and X-Wing by LucasArts on the PC, and it wasn't really my thing. I don't know what it was. I don't know whether it's controls or what. But playing games, if that makes sense, on the PC is not really my thing. So, however, there are certain types of games that I play on the PC, even to this day.
First one for me, absolutely fantastic game. I played it non-stop, completed it exhaustively, because you can complete it two ways, because it depends what team you choose, whether it's the Gorgonites or the Commandos. You've probably got it by now. It is the absolutely epic game, in my opinion, Small Soldiers. One of the best films I've ever seen, and the game doesn't disappoint either. Loved it on the PC. It's done by Hasbro Interactive. They did an absolutely cracking job of the game, and really can't fault it in any way, shape or form. You basically have to go through different levels, telling them where to go, destroying things, and obviously have to defeat the opposing team. For me, it was all about Windows 95 when I was growing up. A lot of the games that I played were all Windows 95, so laptops nowadays or computers nowadays wouldn't really play a lot of the games that I used to play. It wouldn't work now, but yeah, for me it's all about Windows 95, really. Next one, obviously classic, couldn't go without saying it, The Sims. Love the Sims games. I've got a video of my Sims collection that is going up soon, so I hope you guys enjoy that. So will be going up soon. But love it. Obviously, create your own family. You have to basically buy a house, furnish it. The Sims get jobs and money. Unless you were like me on the PC, where you'd find out what the money cheat was, which was like, I think it was Rosebud. You'd type it in, and then suddenly you'd have unlimited money. I used to do that a lot. Could never be bothered to get them to go out and work. That's not me in real life, so don't worry. But on the game, it just saved a lot of time and stuff, and you could buy all the fancy stuff really quickly. So
I was a bit late towards the PC, and I didn't get my first PC until at least 2001. So I didn't really grow up with any PC games. But yeah, one of the first games that I got hooked on when I did get one would be the classic Sin City. Not Sin City, Sim City. Sin City, that's a movie, isn't it? Yeah, Sim City. Absolute classic game that is. SimCity 2000, I do believe. I do believe it was released on consoles as well, but yeah, on the PC. That was one of the games that I think came with my PC, and it was, yeah. Hope the cars aren't too loud, by the way. Public footpath, but yeah, it's near a motorway, would you believe it? Anyway, yeah, SimCity. Absolutely amazing game. You can get lost for hours on that game. Brilliant game. Yeah. SimCity, everything knows what SimCity is about. Build your little thing, become mayor of your own little city, set natural disaster. That was a good feature on that, wasn't it? Natural disaster, build an awesome town or something like that. Big massive city, and then unleash aliens on it or something like that. That's the game, yeah.
So, and they are strategy games. Things like Age of Empires, I think that was wicked. Age of Empires 2, that was absolutely amazing. I think I love the whole sort of like building something up from the ground and you know, creating your empire.
Another game that I absolutely love is a game called Shivers, which I mentioned in the last episode of the Sunday Stroll. Fantastic game, oh my days. Love it, love it, love it, love it. You've got to play it, you've got to have a look at it, or at least look at some videos on YouTube if you're interested. It's such a good game, made by Sierra, and oh yeah, you basically go into a haunted museum and you have to basically find these spirits and catch them in these vessels. It's just, yeah, love it, love it, love it.
So staying along with that kind of theme, the other game that I really got hooked on was a game called Zoo Tycoon, and I think this was another kind of game that came with my PC, to be honest with you. Yeah, again, it's kind of like that kind of simulation kind of world, isn't it? I do really like them. Like, it's like Theme Park. I did play that on the PC, but that's another game that falls into this category. But yeah, I'm kind of a sucker for these kind of simulation kind of world games. So Zoo Tycoon, that was another one that I used to get really hooked on and I used to love.
Commandos, another strategy game where you sort of strategically place your men to battle the enemies and what have you.
Next one for me was Croc, you know, the classic game Croc, Legend of the Gobbos, also available on the PS1 and Sega Saturn, but for me, I grew up with it on the PC and I played it non-stop on the PC, you know, with a computer keyboard, controlling Croc to collect all the, you know, the jewels and stuff, and you know, progress to the next level and everything. Spacebar was jump and stuff like that. It was just absolutely wicked.
But yeah, now going away from the kind of simulation kind of world games, one of the other ones that I got really hooked on, this was great, was Unreal Tournament. Oh my god, that was probably one of the best FPSs I've ever played, still to this day. Unreal Tournament was great, which is why I was kind of sad when I got on the Xbox 360. I got Unreal Tournament 3, and I was expecting it to be as good. Do you know what I mean? I was expecting it to be wicked, so I got it on release date, and it was nothing like it was on PC. I don't know if you agree with that or what, but yeah, I wasn't too fussed about it. Just didn't seem to have the atmosphere, like. And plus you've got all the mods, ain't you? You could get all the skin mods and stuff on PC and stuff like that, so it made it a little bit better. But yeah, the original Unreal Tournament on the PC was fantastic.
But the main type of game, which if you know me you won't be surprised, is football management games. Games like Premier Manager, Championship Manager, and now obviously Football Manager. They are pretty much the only kind of games that I play on my PC, and the only games that I used to play on the PC. So yeah, the amount of times I used to, or the amount of time I used to spend on Championship Manager and football, well, Championship Manager back then, and Premier Manager was absolutely unreal. I just think it totally submerges you into, submerges you into, oh, just found a little lane. Let me go down this little lane. Oh, Jesus. Totally submerges you into the game, and back then it wasn't so tricky to get the best out of your players. Now you've got to take into account like girlfriends and all that kind of nonsense. So back then it was like basically buy the best players, and you know, obviously sort of like get your team up to the top of the league and win sort of trophies and what have you.
Another one, Roller Coaster Tycoon, classic theme park style game made by Atari. You basically build your own theme park, and you get visitors into your park, and you have to basically make as much profit as possible, generate as much revenue as you can. You get new rides as you progress through the game that you can then build, provided you've got enough money. You have to hire handymen to fix the rides when they break down. You then put up drink stands and food stands and toilets so that you can look after your members. You then get feedback to find out how they're enjoying your park and stuff like that, and you get awards if you're doing really well.
So yeah, quite a boring Sunday stroll for me. Football management games, which I do appreciate, it's not for everybody, but yeah, that's me.
Another game for me is actually a game called Puzzle Mania. It's made by a company called Q, and it was on Windows 95, so it's quite an old game. And some of you probably haven't heard of it actually. If you have, do you know what? Can you post underneath and let me know if you ever played it and what you thought of it? Because I don't know if many of you would have heard of it, but Puzzle Mania, it was a fantastic game. Like, it was obviously for kids and that, but you just basically have to go through all these puzzles and basically complete them, and you have a time limit. But I played it so much, so I just loved it, absolutely loved it, and all the puzzles were different, and so there's always a load of variety in the game, and it was great. And basically you start off at the front of this bus, and every time you complete a set of puzzles, you go to the next stage. You go to the seat. I think you start at the back of the bus, and then as you progress, you start going. You get to the next seat, and you go further and further to the front. And then when you complete the game, you're right at the front of the bus, something like that. So if any of you've ever played it, Puzzle Mania, made by a company called Q, let me know, because I love the game. I would love to hear what you guys think of it.
So guys, this is my Sunday stroll. I will show you where I am, just by a couple of football pitches and a park. Please respect and use equipment and facilities in this play area appropriately and play safely. Parents and carers are responsible for supervising their children.
Another game that I played was made by DK Multimedia, and it was called Castle Explorer. So basically, as well as finding out history of different battles and seeing obviously different castles and reading up about it, it had a really fun element to it as well. There was a bit where you have to visit different rooms in this castle, and you basically have to uncover pieces of this map without the person that's in the room with you seeing you do it. So you have to basically try and make them as least suspicious of you as possible, so you keep them talking and stuff about other stuff, and then when you think they're not looking and you've gone around the corner, you basically uncover or try and find pieces of this map. If you try and find it too quickly and they're suspicious of you, they'll come around the corner and say, right, you're nicked or whatever, and you'll end up in a cell. But if you're very careful and clever with it and you find it and they're not suspected you've done anything out of the ordinary, then you'll let you just pick it up, and then you have to basically collect all the pieces without them seeing you, and then you have to basically catch this other guy and send him to prison or something. And it's just really fun, really fun. Yeah, so if any of you have ever played that, do let me know. You basically have to find pieces of this map without them seeing you, and it's basically graphic-wise, it's real people. There's all the DK Multimedia stuff that were out. If any of you ever played any of the DK Multimedia stuff, Children's Encyclopedia, World Explorer, Castle Explorer, I had all those, and it'd be interesting to see what you guys think of that.
There's some horses over there somewhere. Can you see the horses? Probably not. But yeah, that's basically the 3 major PC games that I have the most nostalgia for. So yeah, see you later. Bye-bye.
Apologies that we didn't have a Sunday stroll last Sunday. It wasn't my fault. It was down to Shockz16 and Gashead LondonRetroGamer. They were away at Blackpool Expo, and no, I'm not having a go, I'm kidding. Yeah, we didn't have it last week because they were basically away in Blackpool. So they'll probably give some sort of half-assed apology, if at all. So, no, I'm only kidding. So yeah, apologies there was no episode last Sunday. We basically, I was busy to be fair anyway, and they both had gone away to Blackpool. So apologies for the slight interruption in regular scheduling. but obviously we're back today.